Now, from the home of the Raiders since 2020, we're inside the spectacular Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. Whoa. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way. Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11. First down, Raiders.
Right back to him on first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And he did a pretty good job there to get back to the line of scrimmage as he's chased out of bounds.
That's a lot of work for no gain. You risk taking a shot there if you're the quarterback the longer you hold on to the ball. But there was nothing there. Good job to the defense shutting that one down.
He's got Laporta fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, so frustrating for the receiver. With the catch, ready to gain some yards. Instead, it goes back the other way, and the defense comes away with a touchdown.
Yeah, catching the ball, Mike, is just step one of the process. After you catch it, you have to put it away and become a ball carrier. And that's where ball security kicks in. In this case, he makes a nice catch, tries to get his eyes downfield to run. They're able to knock the ball out. That leads to the turnover, which leads to 6 points.
We go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's to the right side and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. In motion comes Thomas. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. This is intercepted. Whoa!
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it, and the Bears are on top. It's now 10-7. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. First down throw there is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He'll go play action with May. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A play fake. Now Williams. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down there.
He'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
That's taken in. And he indeed picks up a Bears 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Bears.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bears will get out in front 17-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He'll work forward for a couple. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. It is 3rd and 10. To throw now, May. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
May gonna look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
They're going. It's May. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here.